Welcome back to Movement and Talisa for day 6 of our 7 days to reconnect to your practice. Today we have a balance and stability flow that is all levels, meaning that there are options provided to make challenging poses more accessible. To ground down and start honing in on our balance, we're going to remain in a comfortable seated position. Soften the gaze down 2 or 3 feet in front of you and choose a focal point, even if it's just a little speck on the floor. Hone in on that point and keep your gaze there. Start to lengthen your inhales, filling the lungs, and then exhale, pushing out all of that residual air. Keep your gaze focused. If your eyes wander, bring them back to your focal point. Keeping the gaze exactly where it is, one more round of breath. Blink your eyes multiple times. Start looking around. That first exercise was a drill in focusing the gaze because a focused gaze will help with our balance. Come to meet me in a tabletop position. Make any little movements, adjustments that you need that feels good in your body. Grip into the mat with your fingers. And we begin by extending the left leg back behind us, right arm out in front of us. Test your balance, see how it is today. Pick up the leg, lower it down. Pick up the arm, lower it down. Pick up both of them. If it's not working for you today, leave fingertips and toes in contact with the mat. If you can maintain the balance in our bird dog, then keep the arm and leg elevated. Focus the gaze on a singular focal point. Lower it down. Other side. Test it out on this side. Balance can differ from side to side. Lift up the leg. Lift up the arm. Lift up both. If it's not working out, lower the hand, lower the toes. Otherwise, remain here. Keep your gaze focused. Lower it down. Switch sides. Keep arm and leg lowered or lift them up. Lower down. Other side. Lower down. You have the option to do one more round of what we just did. If you want more of a challenge, tuck your toes, come up into a downward facing dog. Lift the left leg. Find your balance, play around with it. Start to tent through the right fingertips. Maybe you lift up one finger at a time. Find a balancing point. And then maybe we can even pick up the right arm. Lower it down. Switch sides, whether you're in bird dog or this downward facing dog variation. Right leg is up, tent through the left fingertips. Maybe come up one finger at a time. See if you can pick up the left arm. Lower it down. Everyone can meet to stand at the top of our mats. Stepping the left leg back behind us, coming into a warrior two. Right toes are pointing towards the top of the mat. Left toes are pointing toward the long edge. Push down through the knife edge of the back foot. Front knee is tracing more towards the baby toe. Reach the arms out, fingers reaching in the opposite directions. Gaze is past the right fingers. Sink down a little bit deeper. We're going to transition into a half moon pose. Use support if you need it. So maybe you frame the front foot, pop the back foot in, plant the right hand down, and then come into your half moon. We're going to do 3 rounds on this side before switching to the other side. And then by whatever means necessary, use your hands for support. We find our way back into our warrior two. If you want a little bit more of a challenge for the second round, try to do it without hands. Pop forward. And slowly, with control, come into your half moon. This lifted leg, the foot is either flexed or pointed, just doing something active with it. You can even see if you can take the weight out of this right hand entirely. Everyone come back to warrior two. One more round by whatever means necessary, finding ourselves in our half moon. Back to warrior two. Simply switch directions. Warrior two facing the back of the mat. For this first round, maybe you frame the front foot, pop the back foot in, and then get set up for your half moon. And an option to come out of it the same way. Back up into our warrior two. Second round, maybe you challenge yourself a little bit more, using control, balance, and stability to transition into our half moon. It doesn't matter how wobbly it is, you are building up the skill by challenging your balance. Back to warrior two. One more round. Maybe even try to pick up the left fingertips off the ground for this round. Warrior two. Straighten the left leg and just heel toe the feet back together. We're going to come to stand at the top of our mats. Take a little bit of a step back, ground down through the right foot, left toes come out in front, and then bend through that grounded right leg. Arms come up, left arm underneath, right arm on top, and trace the toes all the way around to come back behind. Make the toes as light as you can, circle them back around. If that felt okay, then for the second round, we're going to increase the difficulty and pick up the foot, circle it around, and this time arms can come back behind, coming into a pseudo dancer's pose. You can even grab the foot and kick into the hands, if that feels okay for you today. Circle back around. One more round. Lower left leg down, grounding down through the left foot. Right toes in front. Left arm on top, right arm underneath. Circle the toes back behind you. And then around in front. Option to lift the leg for this next round. Circle back around, arms follow. Coming into a dancer-like pose. And maybe we even grab the right foot with the hands. Circle back around, remembering our focused gaze. And back to dancers. Circle right leg back in front. Come out of it. Meet me in the middle of the mat for tree pose. A really gentle option first. Ground down through the left foot. Keep the toe on the mat. Heel is against the inside of the left leg. Right leg is strong and sturdy, and then maybe you just pick up the toes and they're there to catch you when you get the wobbles. Separating feet hip distance apart, sitting down into a squat, or coming all the way down into a yogic squat. Back up to standing. Stick with that option to help with balance if you want more of a challenge. Pick up the right foot higher onto the inside of the left leg, wherever it naturally falls for you. Hands can come through to heart center. If you're sticking with the first round, you'll come back into that squat option. If you're doing tree pose with me, separate the hands to help with balance, slide the right foot down, come into a standing figure 4. One more round. Tree pose. And either squat or standing figure 4. Gaze is focused. All the way back to standing, ground down through the right foot. Gentle version to start. Hands on the hips. Left toes are there to help with the balance as we explore and steady ourselves. Step the left foot to the side, squat or yogic squat. All the way up to standing. Second round, stick with that variation or challenge yourself further. Squat or standing figure 4. One more round. Your variation of tree pose. Figure 4 or squat. Release. Finding our way down onto the mat, comfortable seated position of your choice. Settling the gaze down again, 2 or 3 feet in front of you, or eyes can be closed out completely. Rest the wrists on the knees, palms facing up, pointer fingers and thumbs gently touch. 2 rounds of deep breath to finish out class. Inhale through the nose. Taking 1 more sip of air at the top. Exhale through the mouth. push all of the air out. Inhale. One more sip. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me for day 6. I hope to see you again for the 7th and final day. Namaste.